You are listening to Deconstruction Podcast, presented by the Architectural Authority magazine.
And feel secure. Don't feel insecure if you have disappointment. It's like we talked before, it makes you stronger. And that's why we'll tell any young kid, don't worry, good things will happen, you know?
Yes.
That's my experience of life doing that. And keep doing if you love it. Don't do it if it's a job. Because a lot of architect, engineer, and contractor, they're doing it
Because it's a job.
They have no choice. They need money. This is the wrong thing. Do it because you love it. If you don't, just back off.
Giving your heart in every second.
And surround you with good people, not people with problems.
Mm-hmm.
It's a group. You're the same. Surround yourself with good people. Why? You don't have any surprise. Everybody is faithful. Everybody do their work right.
People align with whatever you think.
This episode is sponsored by the Stones & More Group, your go-to destination for premium surfaces and a leading wholesale distributor with over 2 decades providing top-quality porcelain, ceramic, slabs, mosaics, panels, and building materials, crafted to transform any space. To learn more, visit our website at mosaics.com and explore our full range of premium products.
This is Deconstruction, a space where we explore ideas, trends, and the stories shaping the world of architecture, design, and construction. From creative vision to business challenges, we dive into everything influencing the industry and how to navigate it. This podcast is produced by the Architectural Authority magazine, a platform committed to supporting creators and giving a voice to those who turn vision into reality. Today we have Daniel Hart from DH Design Miami, a designer with nearly 30 years of experience leading high-end projects across Europe, Canada, the Caribbean, and of course the US. From luxury residences to landmark developments like Terra on Brickell, Daniel brings a global perspective and a bold creativity to every project. He's known for managing complex clients while staying true to his vision and viewing design as both an expression of art and a business. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
First of all, I want to thank you to invite me. And I hope at the end of this little chat together, the new generation, we can guide this new generation in the right direction. That's what we are here for. We want to guide them, help them, keep their talent, but be sure they don't make mistakes like we did when we started.
Mm-hmm.
And the world is much bigger, is more access, computer. We didn't have all these access.
No.
So we had to be very creative. And I think it's great what you're doing. Keep going.
Awesome. When I met you, that was one of the things that and impressed me at the beginning was that idea of design is not only an art, it's a business too.
Mhm.
So for me, I want you to tell me a little bit of your story on how you became David Hart and how that idea on art that you have and you feel in your heart got transformed into what you are now, into a business, a successful business that now is for you, as you were saying, in a different phase, but how that gets into today's.
First of all, when I started, I was very creative when I was really young. And I thought, this is my direction. This is what I want to do. So I went a little bit in fashion. Then I went into design. The way I work, and I've been working like this for many years, I will go in a space, an empty space, commercial, residential,
Mm-hmm.
and I will take my little crayon and start to draw on a white. Every project I do for 200,000 to 20 million is the same for me. Then I do all my little drawing. I select my material, my color. Then I go see the architect and the engineer.
Mm-hmm.
And what we're trying to prove today is you need to know more than just be a designer.
Mm-hmm.
You need to know your structure. You need to know how to read drawing. You need to be partnered with the best architect you can find, as well as a contractor, because it's a family. If you cannot do that, you're never going to be successful.
Exactly.
And a lot of issue with I see in Europe is completely different. They're proud of what you do. They will be there to help you. Nobody will never put you down. Doesn't matter if you do the Tour Eiffel or you do the Musée des Beaux-Arts or whatever you're doing in a hotel, you will never hear somebody put you down because they're proud of what they do. The guy who built the furniture, he's so proud. Miami, it's a job. And that was a big frustration for me because I could never connect right. It took a little while. But with experience, you learn. You learn to select the right people. And you have to have a surrounding of employee and people who love what they do and understand we're a team. You're not one person. There's no one-man show in Miami. in the world feeder.
I love to
No,
hear
you
that.
need to have a very good group and respect. And I remember a long time ago, it was a person told me, okay, you're 25, your hair is long, you're very popular. One day, no, but it was a good
Advice.
for me. It was great because I learned something. Because when you're young, you're very successful, you're a little cocky, life is beautiful, and you look at
Mm-hmm.
it. And the gentleman said to me, was older than me, said to me, one day somebody else will come with their hair here
Uh-huh.
and will take all your client and take away. And I said to myself, wow, now I get the message. It's not that they're going to take my customer away or my talent away. It's always competition born. We
Mm-hmm.
reborn and reborn and reborn.
Mm-hmm.
For that, you have to be ready mentally.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to accept too in that business when you don't get a project to not get upset with yourself. This project never belonged to you. And
Oh
you
my
will
God.
learn later when whatever do the project, they have issue, problems. Wow, that's why I didn't get this project. And you have to listen to the universe because that's where they're trying to get you, to guide you, sorry, not get guide you in the right direction. And it takes a long time to learn that.
Yes.
When you learn that, you're great. Is but to go back, that's where I start. I draw by hand all the time.
I'd love to hear that. I wanted to interrupt you a little bit because all the information that you are saying is so much knowledge and
Yeah.
wisdom compressed in a sentence.
Yeah.
So I really, when I first saw you, I said to myself, I need to talk to him. I need to talk to him because it was, I don't know, light or bright, I don't know, frequency. The information that you just gave us to us, that we are the new generation
Hmm.
of, well, I'm already in, but the new people that is coming in and entering into the industry, the emerging entrepreneurs, they will have the same problems. They have the fear of acceptance. They will face competition. They will face rejection. They will face people that will be more popular in the social media or wherever, and they will need, and you just say it
And the reason for that is they're getting tested from the universe to be stronger.
exactly.
Today, they don't understand the 27, 28, 26. But when they'll turn at 40, they're going to say, wow, that was it was all about.
But then I will say to find their voice.
Yep.
That like the universe is testing you to
Yep.
find your own voice,
Exactly.
your own way of expression, the way that you will really put something that is only from you to the universe and to everybody, that is because everybody comes here with skills, with a passion
Yeah,
that
correct.
you find.
And dream.
Mhm. Some people find or encounter or know that passion very early in their younger ages, and
Hmm.
some other people find the passion later on. So how do you think, in your experience, you found your passion for design? Like, when do you think for Daniel was the moment to
I
say, okay,
think
I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life, whether I get paid or not?
I did very young, 17, 18. I was dreaming about building structure. I didn't even know I was going to be in design. It really came out when I turned really 25, 26. I started to get a bit more serious. And in Canada, I did a couple projects. It was very interesting without experience and very successful. And that's why all the investor, because people as a designer client invest. They
Hmm.
invest time in you.
Exactly.
You're a number. I don't
Hmm.
want the new generation to think they're special. They're not special. You're just a number. You need to produce.
Hmm.
When you get older, you could be not special, but more selective. But when you're young, you got to roll your sleeve and you got to make
Learn.
mistake and learn.
Hmm.
And sometimes you will sit down with client and tell them, this is not important. What do you mean? And you have to take control. But to be very polite, take control of the project. You're in
Hmm.
charge, not the contractor, not the engineer. You are in charge. Because
Hmm.
at the end of the day, the final product, it's your name. And you have to be
Exactly.
proud of what you do.
Hmm.
If it's just a job or certain designer in Miami, it's all a repeat. For me, it's a shame. I will never do that.
Hmm.
It's like every project I did in my life, it's like a piece of art. It's not one product. I can show you 60 projects. Not one is the same.
Beautiful.
Not same toilet, not same design, not same wallpaper, not same color, not same structure. It's all different. Why? Because when I meet the client, commercial or residential, it's a connection.
Yes.
I I believe all these young designer sit down with your client.
Hmm.
Not 10 minutes, 15. Oh, I'm going to do this. This is them. Sit down with them.
Mm-hmm.
Learn how they live. What do they
Mm-hmm.
expect from you?
Mm-hmm.
What do they expect? What dream they have? Don't forget, today it's expensive. Life is very expensive.
Yes.
Um, bathroom today is 30,000. A bathroom, 30,000. And you have
That's
to
the
have the
good.
knowledge to explain to the client, well,
Why?
today permits are high,
Uh-huh.
architect charge a lot of money, structure, plumbing, yeah, but you need knowledge to know.
Exactly.
And I remember when I was younger, some designer, they used to turn around the client, I don't know, I'm just a designer. This is the biggest problem.
Mm-hmm.
You got to separate you from the regular design and come your own artist and be busy and you could do that for 50 years if you want.
I want to go first to your process because I know that based on the whole experience
Yeah.
and we have made mistakes and we have learned what is now Daniel process every time that he meets a client. What's the walk me through the workflow.
I'm more selective now. I'm allowed. I'm more independent too, so I don't work like I used to. But when I meet client, if the connection is not there, what I mean by connection, we try to explain what we want to
Mm-hmm.
do. We start to show our little pencil drawing, not rendering yet.
Uh-huh.
If I want to do a rendering, to all young designer, do not do the mistake I did when I was very young, and a lot do. Client, oh, but show me what you're gonna do, and at the end, nobody pay you. Then they'll take
Yes.
your drawing and go shop around. This is the biggest mistake. You're an artist. It's your business. It's your
Mm-hmm.
corporation. You have your bill to pay. One day you'll get married with kid. Whatever. You need to be secure.
Exactly.
No problem. I'm gonna give you an example. 5, 6 years ago, somebody called me a broker and asking me, I have a client at Saint Regis. He's from Russia. I'm not judging Russian. It has nothing to do. He just bought a penthouse. We have a budget of $800,000. The Saint Regis was built 4 years ago. In my head,
Yeah.
when you have experience, you get it. It's a red flag for me right away.
Yeah, totally.
What you want to do for 800,000? The bathrooms are done in Carrera marble and done. Saint Regis is done very well.
Of course.
Kitchen
That's
lacquer, not
nothing.
like production, like Trump 1, 2, 3. This is completely separate. Was done very well. So before I arrived there, I said to myself, "What he needs me for? To buy furniture? I'm not a furniture. I'm not a decorator. Go that to divorced wife. They can do that. So why you need me for?" I went to the meeting because I know the broker very well, and she told me, "Please, make me a favor." I said, "Okay, no problem." I go to front of the client. First mistake that you
Mhm.
have to learn. When somebody talk to you and cross his arm like this,
He's
he's
nothing.
protecting himself against you. Why?
Mhm.
Insecurity. I didn't say anything. I let him talk
But
only
you know
Russian.
exactly.
Broker was, and I said to
Translating.
myself, he's an attorney in Russia. Wow, he must speak English. Come on, in your.
Exactly.
Then said, I play. So we talk, we walk in. I thought it was great. What you will do in my place? I said, I can do a lot of things. 30 years ago, I would not talk like that. I can do a lot of things. I can create a lot of things. Okay, can you do rendering for me? And tomorrow we can sit down, look at the rendering, and we can see. I went back to the office. I did a retainer letters.
Mm-hmm.
His name, my corporation,
Okay.
$20,000 for my
Perfect.
time.
Mm-hmm.
Send it by email. Next day, I go back to the meeting. Then he speak English now.
Uh-huh.
And it's okay. When you're young, you don't get it. And when you've been there, you know what's going on.
Exactly.
Mention a client, why I got a retainer letter for $20,000 for what? I said to him,
Okay.
let me ask you a question. You're an attorney in Russia,
Mhm.
correct? He said, yeah.
Yeah.
When somebody go to jail, do you take a retainer to defend them or you do it for free? He could not even answer me. I shake his
Of
hand. It's
course.
very important to not break bridge because you never know.
Exactly.
Other people know.
Keep the door
Shake his
open.
hand. Thank you so much for the opportunity, but you're not my kind of client. I walk away. Walk away from $800,000. You
Beautiful.
have to learn in that business to say no. And the
Beautiful.
problem with this new generation, they don't know how to say no.
No.
And they
No.
have to learn. It hurt because they're younger, they need money. I understand. I understand all of that, the pattern. But you have to learn to say no.
But Daniel, I think it's a process
Yeah.
because once you make the mistake and nobody learns
Yeah.
and under somebody else experience, no?
Yep.
So I think we need to make the mistake of being robbed an idea.
That's what we were
Of
saying
being
earlier.
like you have to have that feeling of, okay, this is not the right way to do. I need to do it the right way. How I will do it because everybody is different, but being aware that that can happen to you
And you see,
is a great advice.
yeah, you're right.
It's a great advice.
You see how many issues you have before you even start to be a designer?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh,
That's what I'm trying to explain.
exactly.
Because I see some designers, they're great. I was involved in fashion clothing business before
Love
doing
it.
the. So for me, it was a great school to learn my fabric, my color, and I know, but you know, but you don't know. You don't know who sold the jeans. You don't know who do the shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So design is the same. You cannot say yes without talking to the architect, the engineer.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be all,
Mm-hmm.
and that new generations, they fly. They think, oh, I did this. This one,
And
great
everything is
for you.
online.
And that's another point. You
That's
just said, I don't like rendering. I don't do rendering. I will do. The
that's not
architect will
unique.
do it for me if I need it because it's not what I'm creating in my mind.
Uh-huh.
It's completely different. It's a safe way to show client. Great. That's the new generation.
Way.
How
Mm-hmm.
come we did for so long and project like without that?
An amazing project with
So that mean we were more an artist,
mm-hmm.
a real designer than today?
I will say yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Um a couple of questions came to my mind.
Go ahead.
Number one, what do you think are the skills that a designer needs to have in order to be successful? Because it's a combo, as you were mentioning before. Like
Oh
what
yeah, it's
what skills do
first
you
of
need to
all,
have?
you need to know how to draw by
Hmm.
hand, not by computer.
Because in the job site you
I
need to
will
sketch
we'll
out.
take 10 designer here. Let's see who can draw a perfect house by hand. Nobody.
Hmm. Hmm.
So you need to know how to draw. Why? For yourself, without seeing the client yet, to your vision, because it's always a vision.
Hmm.
If you don't have a vision and you're doing a repeat what somebody else did, fashion is like that. You look at fashion today,
Hmm.
in the 70s was the same gene, the same pattern, the same, it's a repeat. You don't want to do a repeat. You want to create yourself. That separates you from
Uniqueness.
other people. So they have to learn how to draw. They have to learn their texture, their color. Why this material? Why this material, not this material? They need to know, is that possible for that project?
Constructability,
So now
yes.
the contractor come in
On
place.
point.
He's not your enemy. He's your best
No.
friend. In my time, they were a
Yes.
little bit enemy, but today they understand and they know we all have to be together.
And also when you have no experience, they see you as a
100%.
so in my personal experience, I became a contractor because of that,
Of
because I
course.
wanted to transform my ideas into realities. And when I sit and in the past I sit with contractors, they say, no, that's not possible. No, that's not possible. I'm the kind of person that do not take a no as a response, so I will fight. No, so I needed to learn the truth about construction, about materials, and code, because code
Very
here,
important.
to be in the US and work as in the American context and be competitive, you need to know about code. You need to know about the rules. And then how you're going to be involved in something bigger if you don't know. And then you say, no, I'm a designer. So then what was your work? You need to know, give the best advice to your customer.
It's I have a little link. I did a project 8 years ago, again 2 years ago. And the entire house was for an actor family, but that's not the point. Um, it was a flood, $2 million damage.
Oh,
So the master bathroom I did with 48 slab of Calacata Borgini.
oh, yeah, beautiful.
Beautiful. The budget's 600,000. It's not about the money. Second time around, the client called me and said, Daniel, we have a problem. We have a flood. They want to open all the wall to take the slab out. That's the another thing designer has to learn. It's a little thing, but it's important. When you deal with insurance company,
Mm-hmm.
because when you're designer, you're in charge of the project. The contract comes after you. If
Mm-hmm.
contractor is before you, it's okay. Do your work and back off. But I think it's more interesting to take control of the contractor.
Yes.
So you can be more creative and the client appreciate 100%.
Yes.
We sit down at the meeting. It was me, the client, her attorney, the insurance company, and one contractor they picked to do the work who I was not comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
But even to say anything, if you're going to say something, be sure you say the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
I brought my own provider, Marble, who I worked with for 20 years, who I love it. He's Italian, he's great. He doesn't say anything. They bring their home guy, Marble, whatever. They start to talk. Basically, to take those 42 slab, we need to take them out. We need to take the staircase and glass. We need to do by the second floor. It's too heavy. We need to open all the wall. Wow. I didn't
Like,
say it. My client looked at me, Daniel, you can talk now. So she said to me, first of all, this is Daniel, my company. He did my house the first time. Can you talk with them? And she didn't say anything. She backed
exactly.
off. And now you're talking a house of $10 million, not a little house. Okay, gentlemen, And she told him, he's in charge, not me. He's in charge. You need something to show you the security, the experience, and clients start to trust you more. And that's what you
Mm-hmm.
want to do when you're young. Start to build, a certain security to know more than just design.
Exactly.
So as a contractor, why we need to open the wall? Well, the slabs are too big. They're not going to make it on the wall. Wow, that's interesting. My slab height is 89 inches. My space to go down this stair is 107 inches. Where the slab's going to touch the wall? No, but it's heavy. We need to do this. And my client stand up and said, okay, this is what's going to happen. He's in charge of everything. If he tell you you don't open the wall, you don't open the wall. If it's a mistake, it's on him.
Exactly. You need to know.
We took all the slab out. My guy, not their guy. Reinstall all the slab up. You need certain strap. You need to know what you're doing.
Exactly.
But that's what I'm trying to say is designer is not only drawing. It's more than that.
It's more than
And
that.
the more than that comes with experience and time. So if you're 24, 25, relax. You have a lot to learn. Not only design, but the surrounding of that business. Because, construction,
Yeah.
it's evil. It's not easy business.
It's complicated. I will say complete for me to giving you a little bit of my perspective. I will say also knowing numbers is very important
Of course.
for the designers.
Yeah.
They tend to give that portion of that control to the contractor, and then at that point they lose control of the project. They lose the leadership of the activity, because you just said that the client entrusted you the project because you, first of all, solve a problem that will cost more money.
A lot of money.
Exactly, with your knowledge
Yeah.
and the right team. But if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know how things are built,
Yeah.
and you don't know how much they cost, how would you be that perfect person to take the leadership of a
Yeah.
project?
And that's what I say. It takes time.
It-
That's why you need to learn drawing.
Mhm.
You need to learn budget.
Budgeting.
How draft come? If you do a little high rise or big high rise, we
Mhm.
can do 200 unit. It's not the developers paying you.
No.
It's the bank.
Mhm.
And it come with draft and date.
Uh-huh.
Don't be late.
No.
I remember when I was younger,
Walkthroughs and sign-offs.
I did
Mhm.
when I was younger, I was very blessed. When I moved here, I was younger, I was 28. Didn't work for 1 year, sold my company in Canada, relaxed. My son was little. I had fun. One day I got bored, I went to work. First
Love that life.
first project, Darwin, who's General Mill, who owned Red Lobster.
Mhm.
Not my favorite restaurant at all. But at that time, in the 80s, they were very popular.
Oh, they
In
have
the
the
90s.
resources,
I read an article looking for new concept, new designer to create new thing for the restaurant. So I said, why not? Let's have fun. So I went to meet
I
them.
love that
Meanwhile, I
mindset.
did 900. Why me? I come from Canada. Nobody know me. It's not that. It's the way you put yourself. You create. And in the 90 years, the company you are with me is, they don't exist anymore, but it was Nautical Furnishing. They did all the Red Lobster, all the Olive Garden. They were very heavy with them. Me, French guy, walk in. They never blocked me. And
Love it.
typical American, very American with class, but American, not Latin. There was no Latin at that time. And
He
they
understood.
let me talk at meeting. They let me, Danielle, you know what? Make a concept. Made it. We'll sell it to them. I did so many. For me, it was like the perfect pattern as a designer. It's
Mhm.
not a wall. It's what client want to see. Oh, they want to see lobster boat. Okay. As a designer, I draw the boat. We made a platform. We bought a kit, made the kit. The kit was too expensive. How you do 400 lobster boat every month to deliver it to them? Because they had 1,000 restaurants.
Mhm.
I finally find someone in Boston. Can you do all my base on my boat? We'll just do the top here.
Uh-huh.
You learn, but as a designer,
Mhm.
what a great experience.
You need to
And
be
you learn too when you're
resourceful.
late. I did restaurant for them in Japan.
I love it.
I was late by 2 days on my container. And guess who paid for the container to Japan?
Ah,
Me. I
you
had
had
to.
to.
They told me, listen, we always pay you. You do great. It's your mistake. We're all a team.
It happens.
It's $15,000 and I pay it. I don't want to lose the account. I love
No.
these guys. And you know what? You do it and you respect that and you face it. That's another thing I want to talk about designer.
Yes.
Facing issue.
I love that, because one of the things that people believe, if or make them stop in their career, is the challenges.
Yep.
And one of the things that in my career and I see you going through the same process that you have gone, and I want to learn from you, is that challenges, when you face that challenge, that taking ownership of that responsibility brings you much more work to your life, because they saw you being responsible and then give you from that point or from other points more work of the highest quality will
Correct.
come to you,
Correct.
because you are the person that everybody wants to work with, because they know that the app, you have their backs.
And facing issue with contractor when you're young.
Mm-hmm.
And my time was, I don't know today, but today I got a contractor that are great, but because I have experience, obviously they cannot play left and right with me. But a lot of time when I was young, they used to make mistake themselves
Mhm.
and try to accuse you as a designer for the
All the
mistake
time.
and take the blame and pay for the change of order
All the time.
and all the time. And with me, it doesn't work.
How do you approach that?
Approach that with experience. When you know you're really sure it's not your mistake, you not judge anybody. You don't go in front of a client. I see that all the time. No, but it's not me. It's him. But not a, please.
Pointing
You're not
fingers.
a child. Face the problem. We haven't. Me,
Uh-huh.
I go straight to the client. You like it or not? I can walk away if you're not pleased. It's okay. It's
Exactly.
plenty of client. This is the issue today. It was caused because contractor miss. I always protect them. I don't put them down. Misreading drawing,
They
maybe.
are your team.
Maybe miscommunication with engineer, architect, contractor. It happened. But the point of it is we have an issue and we need to resolve because we cannot go further in the project.
Yeah.
You don't say nothing because you're afraid to get bullied from the contractor, especially when you're a young designer,
Mhm.
and just think the problem will go away tomorrow. It doesn't go
No.
away. And that I can tell you.
It grows.
It gets worse
multiplies.
and it costs money every day. And that's where
Exactly.
clients start to not like you too much
Mhm.
because you didn't face the reality to put down your feet down, say, hey guys, you work for me, I don't work for you.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
it's but again, you're right, it's experience.
And the team, you mentioned something that the majority of designers do not understand, is that the connection between designers and contractors is key.
So
The
important.
contractor is the person that enables you to create. If you don't have a good contractor that protects you and you protect them, as you mentioned, because of course with time you become partners,
Yep.
because whatever they do, they are your
I made
face.
mistake like everybody. I remember 2 years ago, I didn't make a mistake really, but it was like a guidance, a little different. And the first thing the contractor said right away, Daniel is right, but what he's trying to explain to you, now term construction, not term design, to achieve what he wants to do, we really need to remove this and remove that. You could have say, but it's his fault. It's not mine. Me, I just follow the rule and the
Correct.
zoning and the permit and the drawing. So when you have a good team, and I will do the same for him.
And flows,
And
exactly.
he's late one morning. Okay, it happened to anybody, not every day, but when. And I told the client, he'll be here an hour. You know, he works late. He's okay. He's on top of what he's doing. He's in advance on the delivery date. He's a way to talk and help each
Yeah.
other. But you have to be mature in a team.
Exactly.
There's no individual in this business.
No.
And people think they are. Good for you, but they're not.
And one of the things that I have learned also is that, and I want your opinion on it, different projects require different teams, right?
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
you need people that specialize in different activities. So how you manage that in your
It's
own
not easy.
practice?
It's like yesterday experience. I have a phone call from Republic Dominican. Puerto Cana is a developer there. I met his son on the plane when I came back from St. Bar, just out of the blue. My
Yeah.
life is always like this, out of the
Awesome.
blue.
I want to be around
We're,
that.
we're in custom, we're waiting to pass, so many people, blah, blah, blah. We talk, what are you doing? He said, oh, I'm an architect in Puerto Cana. My dad is a developer. I said, that's great. And I was telling what I'm doing. And I said, listen, I'm looking for a piece of land for a client from Canada. I want to build a small resort. I don't believe in big project because you get lost on big project.
Mhm.
Too much money involved. So a 200 room, we've been talking for 4 days, and I'll go there not next
Awesome.
week, but the week after. I'm going to go
Perfect.
look at the land before I ask my client to invest. I
Mhm.
want to be sure. So many, they see, there we go.
Yes.
Design come more construction too. I
Mhm.
want to know, can I bring some of my crew? I know when I did in the Bahamas and Turks and Caicos, there's certain law. You need
Yep.
to hire minimum 30% of the employee from the
Mhm.
island.
Mhm.
They sleep, they don't sleep, whatever, but you have to.
Yeah.
And that you get it.
And in
I
your
will-
in
I-
your practice, that Daniel, you do design,
I do
build.
everything.
Okay,
It's
perfect. So
it's a.
it's only
I
on one
learned
umbrella.
something To do a package, it's so easy.
Yes.
No headache.
For
Construction
them,
costs,
yes.
design
For the
costs,
clients,
material costs, permit costs.
that's
This way,
it.
it's all clear in the
Mm-hmm.
spreadsheet. What a client can ask more.
Nothing
How the
else.
revenue, how the money will come. We have to go back to Botocan. I'm gonna go because I love it. And but before I call my client, who's very big in financing, bro, I need to be sure of everything.
Of
Can I do
course.
the design I want? What kind of customer will come? What marketing?
Assessment,
You see,
project
it's coming out
assessment.
of the design, but it's still involved with
Mm-hmm.
what kind of client we're going to achieve, what kind of client we're going to attract. I don't want to
Exactly.
copy the next resort.
No.
I want to do something different. And that's why you love to see what you do, because you say, wow, we're special, we're different.
Now, because you're in a different stage now, but and one of the things that I'm now going over, and I would like to talk to you about later about this, it's how you transform, because this is an evolution of Daniel. At the beginning, you were a designer. Now you're starting getting into project development. Project development is a different ball game.
Because
It's marketing,
yeah,
it's assessment, it's finding the resources and putting the team
it's your
together,
experience.
making it a
That's what makes you a
mm-hmm.
successful company and designer,
Mm-hmm.
because you go further than just do design. And when you start to do that, you get more creative, you
Mm-hmm.
get more secure. You know what you're talking
I
about.
love that.
Yeah, it's for me, it's my passion now to do that. Do the project, I draw, I back off, I leave the
And then
contractor,
let them execute.
and I go away. And I come back 3 weeks later to
That's
see what I have, what I do. Like I did yesterday. I went to
that's
Miami,
perfect.
see what would you have to do that. You got to be on
Mm-hmm.
top. You don't
Mm-hmm.
just. But if you delegate well, the phone doesn't ring. When I started,
It was
7 to
insane.
7,
Me
plumber,
too.
where's the material? I'm not a contractor. I'm just a designer. That's why I realized, like you said, maybe I should know more about construction,
Mm-hmm.
so I
And
can
have a
answer the
team.
client right, and I'm not feeling like I did something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pattern. But it's fun.
It's fun. It's fun when you first of all, and one of the things that I liked about you is that you love what you do. And when you love what you do, you find a way. You find a way to make it work, and that shows. That's why people keep choosing you, because okay, they know that you're going to do, if you do it, if you take the job, you're going to do it with your heart.
And you always have surprise. It's. I was telling you when we talked before. In 1996, I don't know what he died in 98, I think. I got a phone call. I did the Palmyra Hotel. Palmyra Hotel in Fort Lauderdale is really pompano. It was in the front of the racetrack in the 60s, 70s, and the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Very high-end hotel. I do the hotel, the lobby, 400 room, blah, blah, blah. And I get a phone call, and I was mentioned to you,
Mm-hmm.
from the owner. Daniel, we have a client coming next week. He wants 14 bedroom for 2 weeks. They're all master. I said, okay. But he needs you to change everything. I got a little insulted, not from the client, in my head.
Uh-huh.
What did I do wrong? That's where the experience comes in. At that
Mm-hmm.
time I had, but not like today. I should have smiled.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said, okay. So that Saturday I met the secretary, and I didn't know who she was. They never told me who the client was. It was Frank Sinatra.
Oh.
And it's the last show he did in Miami because he died 2 years after.
Oh.
For me, it's very interesting because when I was little, my dad was a singer. You see, art, design.
Everything gets
He
connected.
always dreamed to be him, and he always dreamed to meet him. He never met him. Me, out of the blue, coming from Canada, get Frank Sinatra. They could have brought the
Oh my
architect from LA or
God.
anybody. The owner of the hotel said, listen, a young guy, he's in his 30s. He's great, very creative. I think you should let him do
Wow.
what he wants. Because we saw he's very different. He's very creative. Not
The
like
universe
every
loves
designer.
you.
And here, she told me what it was. Okay, great. I did. Very interesting list I had. I made one mistake. See, we all make mistakes. The master bedroom for him and his wife, I made it nice. And 2 days later, I find out from the bodyguard, they're all friends. Not, I
They're
shouldn't
called,
even, and that time they think they were bodyguard. Well, they were all guys from New Jersey. He mentioned to me very nicely, they're together, but they're not together. They don't sleep together. So
Oh,
I had to
together.
rechange all my concept. You see, I experienced, and you got to be fast because you not can go back to the office.
Flexible,
What I do now?
resilient.
Yeah. So, okay. The maid for him first, his room, and his room very different. The person is up all night and he sleep all day. You got to know more about construction. What you do with the window is a certain way. Put aluminum, cut the light.
Uh-huh.
Why is the bathroom is older? He has to go.
Wow.
So
And you
it's all part of the
did
design.
that in 15 days?
I did in 15 days.
Amazing.
So
Amazing. I love it. I love
Next,
it.
what I do next, I have a little note. We need a piano room. Okay. Got a piano, rent a piano, do the piano room, put flower, vase, bar. Then another note. They love to play card and gamble.
A
Okay, the
room.
other room was not a bedroom anymore. You see, all the room changed.
A
It's not a
poker
bedroom
room,
anymore.
yes.
It came a gamble room.
Wow.
And it went on. And this guy, Ben Gazzara, was an old actor who died a long time ago, but he was a great actor in the 70s.
Amazing.
So I met all these people. And the best of it, and the wife, to finish Madame Sinatra, she had the last bedroom. I did everything pink. It was beautiful. And they were very excited. The Saturday is
Wow.
coming to be there because the show is at night. In the morning, I was at 8:30. And obviously, that's how I was divorced. But I took my son with me. It was my weekend. He was 3 years old. And I told him to not touch anything. He's creative.
Do
Today,
not touch anything.
my son is very creative too. Don't touch anything. Just, I'll be finished. I was waiting for the clean lady to clean everything and put flour in the last minute. I'm out of there.
Of course,
Suddenly,
it
an
was the
hour
last-
later, I hear the piano playing. I told my son, please don't touch the piano. It was not the piano. Frank Sinatra was there. I didn't even know. I didn't hear him
Oh my
coming with his
God,
people.
Beautiful.
And he set my son in his lap and,
No.
and he played piano and sing with him. That was the best.
Yeah.
My point again, as a designer, you
For
never
your father,
know
for your
what is it.
father.
Who thought and I will see him before he passed. And he gave me a nice piece of artwork of him from Newman. Newman was a great artist, still a great artist.
Wow.
A lithography. To all the work you did for me, Frank Sinatra, thank you so much.
Wow.
And for me, it was a turning in my life saying, wow, I can do a big project. I know I can do.
Amazing.
You
That
know?
was one of my questions. What it was, a landmark, a project that, have an imprint on you. And this is the
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
It's perfect. This conversation
And
is going
big
so
project
beautifully.
like this don't come every day. They come every
Yes.
year, every 2 years. I was very excited. I did other hotel, but not the same charisma, action, and big art
Some is
people.
business, some is art.
Yeah. So my point was again, you need to know your design. You need to
Mhm.
know a little bit about construction.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot waste day. You
The
got a
group
time
team.
limit, 14 days to be in and out.
The team.
They were very thankful, money wise, no problem. They were great. And I received later after, thank you so much again. You know, it's like, I guess I shocked them because I could have do like everybody else. Same headboard, do that. You know, I'm not like that. I rent him a panther statue, huge. I put it on the front of his bed because I know he's very powerful.
Oh my
And
God.
I did think he freaked out when he came in, the sheet and the skin on the
Oh
floor.
my God.
I could have do like every design, carpet beige, the bed. I'm
No,
not.
no,
I'm
no,
too
no.
creative.
And then you have pictures of that?
Oh, I still have
Oh,
it.
I would love
I
to
will
see
show
that.
you.
I would love to see that.
But it's always, I told you the first time, it's always the project you don't expect are the best. Because the one you know you're going to get is always red flag problem. You got to resolve them.
Mhm.
But project like that, I was telling you about Terra.com. In 2000,
Ah,
I used to
Terra.
live in Brickell. Before Brickell was crazy like today.
No, it's
It was only 2
crazy.
restaurants, Pericone, and there was nobody else.
No.
And I was in my car driving with my son. And I said to him, I don't know. I have a feeling this building come to me always in my eyes. And the building on 14 Brickell, it was from a Japanese architect.
See?
That's why this building's still there. Nobody can touch it. It's history, and nobody could never decide to build something on top of it.
Oh.
8th floor, 10,000 feet per floor. Great building. 3 weeks later, I'm driving my car. The attorney from Terra, who I know, but I know they
Not
will use somebody from
connected.
Madrid, Barcelona, whatever. And I got a phone call. Danielle, I cannot promise you to give you the project, but I know you. I will give you 15 minutes with the president of a company from Spain. I can tell you right now, the architect from Madrid, the designer from Barcelona is here for the last 3 weeks, dining, trying to get, it's $8 million project. It's a good project.
Yeah.
Dining them to get the project. Again, little guy from Canada walked there.
Oh my God.
I go there,
I
and the
love
CEO was young. The
I
girl
love
was
this
young.
story.
And the first question I asked, and that's important for the new generation, our whole is the staff who's going to work here day and night. I want to know how old they are.
Mhm.
If they're 40, it's a different concept. 18 years old to 25. Wow. Okay.
Very
So in
young.
my brain is they work in jeans every day.
Mhm.
It's when the internet was so big. They were Telefonica and Terra were partner. They bought all the internet in South America ever. So they were in their la la land and very big at that time.
Wow.
Okay. So I made the CEO. She showed me one floor. It's all concrete, 10,000 feet. I got 8th floor plus the last floor for the CEO. I have to be more refined and I did marble or whatever. But what I do, I got 15 minutes. So in my head, I already see it finished. That's a blessing I have. I always see my project finished before I start. That I cannot tell every designer can
Manifesting.
be like that because you're born like that. It's not something you're gonna learn. It's you're born like that. So I sit down again on the floor.
I
I
love
took my little pencil.
it.
Okay, why if I find a floor, blue jeans and wood? Because all young. Nobody never did that in Miami. Okay.
Love it.
What if I do all the table in light maple? Because blue maple it's cool. And put
Yeah, and
frosted
warm.
glass each office so nobody can talk. Then what I do, I need a lot of TV. And they're working 24 hours. They're tired. I took the last room in the back of the building. Instead of putting game and computer, like I put one pool table, one ping pong table, and a little
Entertainment.
for them and lounge chair with music. Why? Because I want their brain to relax. I'm a designer. I should not do that. But I make my feel in my shoes like I would like them. I work there. The other side, kitchen for every floor. So I showed her the sample what I want to do. And then she said, okay, it's still like that. I left.
Uh-huh.
I said, you know what, God? I'm always like thankful. If it's my project, it belongs to me, I will have it. If it's not, it was never for me.
Exactly.
Now we're 15 minutes later. Now we're 15, not 3
Yeah,
weeks. All these guys.
exactly. Right away.
Hi, can I see you in my office, please, tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock? No problem. I thought she was very polite because they're from Spain. They're not from here.
Mhm.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, but it's not working for us. She said to me, first thing she said, can you work with $800,000 budget? I said, that's great. But in America, we're not in Spain. I need to see the drawing from the architect. She said, but I don't have an architect. I said,
Okay,
okay.
that's
I
a
called an
start
architect
there.
I know in Coconut Grove. He
That's a
was
start there.
fantastic. He did all the drawing. Contractor, I met this guy in Coconut Grove in a restaurant, young. I needed somebody young and fresh. I
Mhm.
didn't want a guy with a lot of experience thinking 8 million. Hey, I can put $1 million in my
Whoa,
pocket and
exactly.
whatever. I want a young guy who was dreaming to do project.
It's
I got a
hungry.
young contractor with talent. It was an 8-month project. Never had one stress. Never had pressure.
Awesome.
Never went home throwing up because when you're young, you throw up because you're nervous the next day. As the experience come, you don't throw. But it was emotional, and it was one of the biggest success I ever did.
I love
The
it.
only
I love
regret
the
I
story.
have when 9/11 came in, that's the first day I was done. I had 60 TV on every floor on the wall because they're on the internet. When we put the power, the plane touched the building. That was my only, and I felt, wow, this is not good, But
Wow.
it's experience and nothing to do with my project. For me, that day, I always going to remember. When you put 600 TV and it's the same image, obviously everybody left the building. You know what happened. I don't know if you were here,
Yes.
but
Wow,
but
impressive.
what a sadness. It's my biggest loved project,
Yeah.
But it is life. But it was great. And the CEO, I made it different. I made each CEO in different bathroom, marble, blue marble. My base was all blue, blue jeans. All the elevator from the old building, I put blue marble.
Some
When you arrive at the
aptitude.
CEO, everything was stainless steel in blue. And the veneer for all the door, the panel, it really looked good together. And for me to say, wow,
It was
I didn't
fresh,
go to university. I didn't have class for 6 years to go. It's all here.
but you
It's
have
all
the
my
passion
and my life has always been like that. And client always
and
asks
the
me up to
and the
today.
vision and the
Yeah.
vision.
And today, client always asks me, "How did you know it was going to be?" I just know the first day. It's
That's one of the things that you, as you were saying, you cannot teach.
you're born like that.
You
You're
born
born
like
as a
that.
singer. You're born with a voice amazing. You cannot learn how to be. You're born like that.
How well, and now that to wrap up, because
I'm
this is
sorry.
no
We talked too
I
much.
love every single second of every single story, and I hope people can understand
Yeah.
the value of the experience, because you are saying so much with this story that you just need to listen to understand that the experience of having the you need to fight for what you want, understanding that it might not be yours, but the effort, the heart that you put in every single proposal needs to be 100%. So if it's yours, will come to you. If it's not, will teach you something.
Yeah, and you cannot have regret if it's not yours. It was not the right time, the right timing in your life to have that project, and feel secure. Don't feel insecure if you have disappointment. It's like we talked before, it makes you stronger.
It makes
And
you
that's why I
strong.
will tell any young kid, don't worry, good things will happen, you know?
Yes.
That's my experience of life doing that. And keep doing if you love it. Don't do it if it's a job. Because a lot of architect, engineer, contractor, they're doing it.
Because it's a
They
job.
have no choice. They need money. This is the wrong thing. Do it because you love it. If you don't, just back off. Do
And
something.
that's one of the things that it makes me good with my clients because they feel that from me. And although I have made mistakes in my careers, and I'll tell you later a little bit of me, um, what has saved me is what you just said from the beginning: owning your mistakes, be responsible, give your face, fix it, and giving your heart in every second. Every time that you do something, do it with everything. Do it with everything. If it's yours, will come to you, and if it's not, it will leave.
And surround you with good people, not
Surround
people
you.
with problems.
Mm-hmm.
Great contractor. I'm very happy with Bert who works with me. Great architect. It's a group. You're the
Yes,
same.
it's a
Surround
team.
yourself with good people. Why? You don't have any surprise. Everybody is faithful. Everybody do their work right.
People align with whatever you think.
Yeah. If not, you're gonna have issue all the time
Yeah.
because you're not connecting 100%.
Do you want to
From a
say
little
something?
project to the big, it's the same. That's why I forgot to say. For me, a small project, it's the same. The same concept, same ideas. It's the way it is, you know. But c'est la vie.
C'est la vie. This is it.
Thank you so much for listening to Deconstruction Podcast. Your 5-star reviews really help us continue what we do. Please rate your listening experience, and let's keep building this beautiful community together. For exclusive access to more design content, visit thearchitecturalauthority.com or download our app from the App Store or Google Play. Until next time, stay creative.